All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. We come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America, right? The USA, all right, soon to be destroyed in this upcoming Third World War by nuclear fire, taken down by Russia, all right? And if you can't see it now, then continue to have your head stuck in the sand. All right, we don't mind. We're just out here to do our job. What is our job? We got to wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians. All right, and the speckled bird. All right, speckled bird is out there. And if you've seen that that Filipino worship video where they was singing and praying in the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, then you understand, all right? And some of you all black niggas, right? You ain't gonna make it. But anyway, first and foremost, all praise is due to Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai B'Shem Kadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them and taught us His truth. And shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. All right? So, again, you can see the chaos is building. All right? And I saw the elder Kazak earlier today, who I know has some young children. So, of course, his focus is going to be on saving his seed, right? And we can't save anybody, and we have to focus on saving ourselves. But yet and still, you can pray for Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai to have mercy on your children, right? Which I do every day. You know, I have a daughter. I have one wife, one beautiful wife, right? Who is in the truth, right? And she's striving. Sometimes, you know, she needs to hear good things because usually I'm cussing her ass out and keeping order. And that's a difficult thing to do today because shit is so fucked up out here. But we work together, you know, and who knows what the Most High has in store. He could bug her all the way out. And Lord willing, he don't. Lord willing, he don't bug me out. And we, you know, we endure until the end. And we're able to save our children. All right? That's what we pray for. All right? So anyway, this war is changing everything. Okay? Because you know this devil has he has but a short time. The Most High is speeding up the time. Okay? And he's having a wrench thrown in his game right now. And you can see that because he wants to move forward. So he's going to have to rush his plans for that Karagma. All right? Vladimir got these niggas on the run right now. All right? This is Revelation 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time. All right? So, where this devil wants to focus on bringing in his NWO and getting a Karagma in your hand or in your forehead, and you know your boy Elon Musk is working hard to push forward the one that goes in the forehead. And we see it all playing out. And those of you that are too proud to step up and say that you were wrong and repent, you have your place too. You're in there. All right? Knowing this first, that there shall come in the last days scoffers. walking after their own lust. All right? And that's what you're doing. You have your place. Every man has his lot. All right? And if you're not pushing the knowledge, the warning, warn them for me. Warn them about what? The charagma. All right? The MOTB. That thing is essential to what is going on in these last days. The hour of temptation, which is upon us. And if the Most High didn't divert everybody's attention to this World War III that's jumping off right now, they'd be pushing even harder. So now, what are they going to do? What is Sleepy Joe doing right now? Right? He's trying to figure out what the hell to do because Vladimir is sending nukes to the west. He's sending planes to the west. He's sending subs to the west. And everywhere in the north, he's surrounding, he's doing his thing. What is China doing? All right? China is failing, right? The economy is failing. They gotta go to war. Okay? Their housing is failing. I forget what they call it. My woman brought it up the other day, and I done forgot. But Iran, where this thing is going to jump off in earnest, all right? You watched my World War III video yesterday. It explains how Babylon the Great is trying to use the Amalekites, right, to draw Russia in by attacking Iran. And they're doing that clearly right now. So what is more important right now? Getting your ass burned up, which is eventually going to happen. You're eventually going to get that ass burned up in nuclear fire. So you really have to stop what you're doing and focus on stabilizing that situation. All right? If Vladimir is sending nukes to Cuba and to Venezuela, all right, possibly Mexico, what does that mean for Babylon? Because we already know the eventual outcome. We know about the great earthquake. Right after we get beamed up, Lord willing, we are those men. All right? We know about that. So, if your eyes are open, you can see the perfect storm is starting to rain. Here we are like Noah. We're still out here, right? Being ridiculed in our sackcloth, standing boldly before the face of such as have afflicted us and made no account of our labors. Just like Noah, guess what? It's starting to rain. And it ain't never rained before. And you know what is about to rain? Nukes. It's raining nukes already. The Tonga Incident. All right? The Tonga Incident is clearly a nuke, if you can't see that. And the whole situation is, if you can see it, is spiraling out of control. All right? The whole Tonga incident, that was 2 nukes, if you're doing your homework. All right? Because ain't no volcano doing that. All right? All of that water is strong. What happens when there's a tsunami? All right? A tsunami, the force of that water, the weight of that water. Do you know how heavy 1 gallon of water is? All right? So, the enormous strength of a volcano can shoot through that water and shoot a couple of thousand miles into the air. No. That was a nuke. All right? So it's already raining. All right? And if it ain't raining, it ain't training. Right? Let me read this. This devil hath but a short time, 1, and 2, this is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Hey, not only does this devil have a short time, but the Most High is squeezing him. He's being squeezed. So what is he going to do? What's this devil going to do? He's coming down with great wrath. He's walking around like a lion, seeing who he can devour, like a roaring lion at that. So what I was saying earlier, this is for the righteous women out there. They're very few. And death unto the ones that deserve death. All right? Let the wicked be wicked still, and the righteous be righteous. Hey, we're at the end of this thing. We don't give a shit about the 2/3 and the heathen. All right? This is 2nd Ezra 2 and 15. Let's start at 14. Take heaven and earth to witness, for I have broken the evil in pieces and created the good. For I live, saith the Lord. Mother, embrace thy children and bring them up with gladness. And that's what she's done. She done came in, right? After the Most High took the trash out, this woman came in and, has been more of a mother to my child than her own mother, anybody who tried, any harlots that tried to step up and were exposed for being a damn harlot. Mother, embrace thy children and bring them up with gladness and make their feet as fast as a pillar, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord. And those that be dead will I raise up again from their places and bring them out of their graves. For I have known my name in Israel. Fear not, thou mother of the children, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord. And see, it's not always a tongue lashing, all right? You got to have that balance, all right? You got wickedness, right? And then the Most High will get you out of that thing. And then he'll put you, right, with a righteous woman. And things are cool. And those that be dead will I raise up again from their places and bring them out of the graves. For I have known my name in Israel, all right? Because, for a minute, the situation was bleak for this person because of the wickedness over here. But, see, the Most High will, if your ways please the Most High, right, then he's gonna take that wickedness away and put you, right, and he's gonna protect you. He's gonna put you in a situation where you can come out and do this work, right? You can focus on doing the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah, all right? Fear not, thou mother of the children, for I have chosen thee, saith the Lord. So, I mean, the way you're acting right now, it seems as though you're chosen. Keep that up, all right? So you have to come out and you got to show balance, because a false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right? But right now is not the time to be looking back, not the time to be in the world, not the time to be, being Lot's wife, being a hoe, thinking about what you have that is about to be dissolved. All right? For thy help will I send my servants, Esai and Jeremy, after whose counsel I have sanctified and prepared for thee 12 trees laden with diverse fruits. All right? And as many fountains flowing with milk and honey, and 7 mighty mountains, whereupon there grow roses and lilies, whereby I will fill thy children with joy. So the kingdom is knocking at the door. Is that close? All we got to do is hang tough. All right? Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked. And that's what we're out here doing. All right? We're furnishing the beautiful garments of the elect in this last day. That's what's most important. The sifting is going on, okay? The wicked, the goats over here, the lambs over here. All right? Now is not the time, right, to be fucking up, to put it bluntly. All right? Do right to the widow, judge for the fatherless, give to the poor, defend the orphan, clothe the naked, heal the broken and the weak, laugh not a lame man to scorn, defend the maimed, and let the blind man come into the sight of my clearness. All right? Hey, this truth. You got to reside in this truth. You got to maintain order. I have to maintain order. All right? So if I got to argue with you, there's no argument if you just shut the hell up. Same thing with me. There's no argument if I shut up. All right? Be still and know that the Most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua is the Lord. Everybody has their role to play. Everybody has their position. You got to play your position. I got to shut up too when that time comes. I'm the Most High's woman. Yahushai's woman. All right, there's order. The Most High, Yahushai, his woman, who's the man, and then the woman. All right? Everybody has somebody to answer to except for the Most High. All right? Keep the old and young within thy walls. My dad, out of nowhere, I'm working on a project right outside. And my dad pulls up. Right? Old as he is. And I thank the Most High for that. Right? That, old man is still alive. We got a great relationship. Right? Thawada Yahweh Yahushai, for having that man in my life my entire life. All right? Keep the old and young within thy walls, Wheresoever thou findest the dead, take them and bury them, and I will give thee first place in my resurrection. All right, so this is what we're striving for. All right, we're striving for the kingdom. All right, we've been resurrected from the dead. Right, the valley of the dry bones. We're standing on our feet. All right, we're doing the will of the Most High Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. We're pushing His word. All right, we're keeping the commandments to the best of our ability. All right, we're facilitating the building of the kingdom of heaven, the government, if you will, if we be those men. All right, it says, abide still, right, O my people, and take thy rest, for thy quietness shall come. We're so close to the kingdom. All right, that should be your only focus. There's nothing left here. All these things shall be dissolved. All right. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse. All right, and that's spiritual. Nourish thy children, O thou good nurse. All right, and we are the nurses, but I got a nurse, right? I got a nurse practitioner, and she's doing a wonderful job raising my daughter, and she should be commended for that. You understand? She came back from the dead because some demon was demonizing her for years, and the Most High saw fit to bring her back, put her in place, right? And all of it is righteous, all right? Why? Because I know how to keep it that way, right? Why? Because we're striving for the kingdom. We're keeping the commandments. We're doing what is pleasing in the sight of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And it's not easy, but guess what? Either you're wicked as hell or you have the capacity for righteousness. And it's pretty easy to see now, all right? Especially in these last days. Hey, hindsight is 2020, and this is 2022. All right? And the wicked are being completely exposed out here. It says, nourish thy children, O thou good nurse. Establish their feet. All right? Hey, my daughter, when I came into this thing, she was just born, and she'll be 13 in like 2 months. So I was worried, right? Like I'm sure the brother, he's got toddlers. You worried about those things. How am I gonna, I remember thinking, well, at the end of this thing, maybe she'll be like 12, 13, and she'll be able to run. And not that I wasn't hastening the day, I was, but you worry about, will she understand? Will she be able to run? And she's all right, even though we're in this wicked ass world and there's nothing but wickedness at every turn, right? But you pray for them, and the scripture is telling you that they're going to be all right if you just maintain in this thing. And that's what we're doing. Hey, a man of the Lord will be more precious than fine gold, even the golden wedge of Ophir out here, right? If we be those men. It says, nourish thy children, O thou good nurse, establish their feet. As for the servants whom I have given thee, there shall not one of them perish. That's the elect. And we are the hopeful elect, all right? And that's what we want. We want that everlasting life. We don't want to taste death right? On this side. That's what we're striving for. For I will require them from among thy number. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful, but thou shalt be merry and have abundance. You know how close we are to that right now? Some of you never had a chance because you were liars and thieves and adulterers and lowlifes and pieces of shit from day one, and that was going to come out. You think the Most High is playing. And then some of you that have the capacity for righteousness, hey, you're going to do great things out here. Wait till we get that spiritual power. All right? There's going to be weeping and gnashing of teeth out there. And it's going to be beautiful. And I can't wait. We're this close. We're this close to weeping and gnashing of teeth. All hell is about to break loose. Be not weary, for when the day of trouble and heaviness cometh, others shall weep and be sorrowful. That's your weeping and gnashing of teeth. But thou shalt be merry and have abundance. No, we don't have to steal or scam. Right? Just ridiculous. The heathen shall envy thee, goddamn Edomites, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. There's that spiritual power. It's knocking at the door. We're this close. This whole scenario, right? You could taste it right now. It's in the air, right? Fear is in the air. You got healthy fear. You got the fear of the heathen and the 2/3. And them 2/3 are about to eat each other alive. Cannibals. Cannibalism is coming back. All right? The heathen shall envy thee, but they shall be able to do nothing against thee, saith the Lord. My hand shall cover thee, so that thy children shall not see hell. Woo! That's beautiful. This is the good news. There's always, hey, here come Jacob's trouble. Here come World War III. The devil is running, roaring around like a lion, seeing who he can devour. There's that all day. But what about this? Hey, gotta be that balance. That balance has gotta be there. Here it is. Most High gonna give you a good woman. The Most High is gonna take care of you. He gonna set you up. All right? Hey, we're not out here starving. Okay? And it's gonna be that way when the famine comes. All right? We're going to be good over here if we be those men. And now it's not going to be all joy and roses and bubbles and shit. It's still going to be Jacob's trouble for everybody. But guess what? The 2/3, the heathen, you wicked ass motherfuckers, boy. I hope the Most High, I'm meditating terror. Trust me, I'm meditating terror. Day and night. Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. You heard that, Zila? My hand shall cover thee, so that, Salaki, I read that. Remember thy children that sleep, for I shall bring them out of the sides of the earth, and show mercy unto them, for I am merciful, saith the Lord Almighty. See? The Most High is dreadful, and he's merciful. He's both of those things. He's perfect balance. All right? And that's where the Spirit is going, obviously, today. That balance. All right? World War III is coming. Hey, it is even at the door. Jacob's trouble is here. But we're ready. We want that. The men of the Lord, we want that shit. We want all hell to break loose right now. We're hastening the day. That was the theme of last year, to hasten the day of the coming of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And now here we are, as he's turning it up. All right? But the walrus, boy, the walrus came and had like a 5-minute conversation with me earlier today. Right? He wanted to talk and find out what I was talking about, so I gave him a little nugget, you know. I was cool with it. And now here comes this dude. Boy, it's crazy out here. Here's the dude pushing a stroller. Here's the dude that brought me and the brothers together. I see him everywhere all the time. Then I seen one of the brothers walk that way. Right? Going to do the work, which is beautiful. But, I mean, just, there's trust Jesus. Jesus is the word, whatever this dude calls himself. Whatever it is. I'm good. You all right? I saw the brother over there.
I don't know. I love that guy talking. Trust Jesus?
Oh, no, not trust Jesus. I don't give a damn about him.
I don't know. I haven't missed you.
I'm talking about my brother over here.
Did you see the window slide? The wonderful slide one day. I had some problems. I looked down here because I heard some voices.
Yeah.
I saw a girl
Right.
step out like this. She said she wanted a blessing. I don't know, I give it a shot, but she dragged me in there and almost kicked my ass. But one of these things that slid down. And whatever it was, when it slid down, there was all kinds of people in there, man. It was great, man, weaponry.
Be careful, man.
I will.
All right.
The woman,
Be joyful, O thou mother, with thy children, for I will deliver thee, saith the Lord. All right? Now that dude, I remember the first time seeing him, had to be 2012-ish, right? And I saw him a couple of times, and he was sharp back then, all right? That was right about now, that's like 10 years ago. And he had just started doing whatever the fuck he's doing, heroin, whatever. He had just started to be a homeless person out on the street. I see this guy all over town. Whenever I see him, I see it as a sign, right? So right after I met him, and then he goes, oh, you need to meet these other guys. These other guys, they're just like you, right? And so one day, it was because of him that they came up. It was another demon. Boy, the demon, it's getting bad out here. So anyway, these guys are just like you. So he's the one that brought us together. And where it didn't go well, right? It didn't go well at all. That's the way it was supposed to go, right? That thing broke up, it came to naught, because it wasn't of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. And then with this brother right here, I tried to get with him a few times, right? And it came to naught, right? So I'm supposed to be right here. There was another brother that was out here, I bought, and I'm supposed to be out here right now alone. Not to say that the Most High won't put somebody out here with me that that is better suited for being in this camp, right? It is what it is. You come to understand, through the Spirit, what the Most High wants for you. All right? Now, more power to that brother out there. He's got to work out his own salvation with fear and trembling, as do I. We leave it at that. We just keep it moving. All right? Pray for him. I'm good with it. All right? But as far as us trying to do something together, it's not what the Spirit says. All right? Because it always comes to naught. And at this point, we're so close to the end, you know, and you don't know what the Most High is going to do. You don't know what the Spirit is going to command of you, right? But right now, here we are, another day. Work out your own salvation. It's always there. Always comes back to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, all right? So back to the subject at hand. This is about that balance, all right? This is about not taking your hand off the plow and doing what is required of you as an individual, then as a camp, as two are better than one. We could go down the whole list, right? But when it comes right down to it, you got to work out your own salvation, all right? Second Ezra 2:32. Embrace thy children until I come, and show mercy unto them, for my wells run over, and my grace shall not fail. All right? And I worry about my daughter as she's growing up, you know. In 2022, where wickedness reigns supreme, and she's being shown all of these things by her wicked-ass mom who done basically destroyed her. All I could do is pray, you know, that the Most High show her mercy, and that at the last minute I'd be able to do something to protect her and get her beamed up. And one of the reasons that there's two reasons after seeing the elder brother Kazak read this passage, I'm like, you know what? That had soothed me, because it did two things. It shined light on the woman that I'm dealing with right now, who is striving for righteousness, you know? And it's a beautiful thing. And it's hard. It's hard to be, you know, the woman of a man of the Lord. There's nothing easy about it, all right? Because he's commanded to keep his house in order, which means there's going to be a lot of arguments, if you will, or getting your ass cussed out, and you gotta take that. Just like when the Most High puts hell on you, you gotta take that. You gotta man the hell up, take it, understand that you're being dealt with as sons. That's the understanding. It's all spiritual at the end of the day. You ain't gonna skip and tiptoe through the tulips through this truth. It doesn't work like that. It's hard. But guess what? It's going to be hard for those in the world. It's going to be just as hard. It's going to be worse. You might as well be shooting for the brass ring. You understand? Some of you don't have a chance. But it's hard for everybody. You might as well be marching towards the kingdom. Right? With your whole heart, meaning your whole mind. Right? Set up treasure in heaven. Because this is done. It's done. It's time for that fire. All right? Now here comes the bad. All right? We just start at Wisdom 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. Right? And that's what we're doing. We have been. All right? Faithfully. No, it hasn't been easy. Yes, a man falleth 7 times and get right back up. Okay? Hey, the 15th round. You can see the 15th round. All right? Round 15, which is usually how long a heavyweight fight, you know, it depends on what they agree to, and that's a long one. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear. Okay? Hey, all you doubters, all you fallouts, all you losers, all you heathen, all you devils, all you despicable vermin, all right? You're seeing that shit right now. And whether you admit it or not, you're being troubled with terrible fear. All right? You're seeing these things, these prophecies come to pass. You're understanding now that none of these shall fail. All right? You're starting to get it. Well, why is he out there? Why doesn't he just curse the Most High and die? Because you fucking dummy, we're seeing something that you can't see. You have no faith. You're just a straight piece of shit loser. That's all. Salaki. I'm off camera for a sec. If you ever tasted of this truth and you turned your back on it, wow. I had no remorse for what is about to happen to you. None. All we could do at this point is keep it moving, you know. Pray for mercy. Don't look back. When they see it, these losers, they shall be troubled with terrible fear and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation so far beyond all that they looked for. You never believed in I just don't see, there ain't no spaceships, there ain't no chariots, there ain't no, just because your dumbass can't see it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. How is it that you can go to a song that you've been singing, that people have been singing for 100 years, okay? She'll be coming around the mountain. How is it that you can go to that and find the truth right in there? But there ain't no chariots. Okay? How is that? See, the Most High, he could hide some shit from you. He could blind you. He can bug you out. And I see some bug outs. And guess what? Guess why he bugged you out? So he could put your ass to a horrible death. That's what you deserve. And he that is wicked, let him be wicked still. He that is righteous, let him be righteous still. And a man falleth 7 times, but he get back up. All right? Some things, the punishment for is death. Why would you even do that? Because you're slated for death. Most High put the spirit, the king's heart, right? Man's goings are of the Lord. All right? So you didn't have a choice, and I get it. No biggie. Hey, don't you know the kingdom is here? The kingdom is right around the corner. Fuck whatever happened a minute ago. That doesn't mean anything. That was required to get to the kingdom. That was a requirement that you suffered righteously. All right? That's part of it. That's prerequisite. Right? Everybody's just playing their part. I'll see you in the kingdom, the motherfucking cotton field, the whole family. Getting your back whooped. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves. See, the Most High is going to show it to you. What he blinded you from, right? When all chaos and all hell done broke loose, and we're over here chilling, being taken care of, we're not worried about anything. You're like, why aren't you going through what I'm going through? I'm like, hey, you had the chance. Or you never had the chance. All right? It's just, it was never for you. The only thing you were ever good at was deception, lies, bullshit. Right? Just being the piece of shit that you are. Just accept that you're a fucking piece of shit, and that's all you ever were, right? You're dealing with royalty over here. If we be those men, you got to hope for that, right? In the kingdom, all of my wives are going to be in order. They're going to be happy that they're dealing with it. If we be those men and we ascend to kingship, they're going to be happy that their husband is a king. They're not going to worry about each other. They're going to be in order. You got a problem with that? You got a problem with the Most High. All right? Anybody that has a problem with anything that the Most High has ordained, you're fucked. You can't wrap your head around getting your ass in order. You're going to be in order. But guess what? What your lot is going to be in the kingdom, you're going to be a fuck up in the kingdom too. And you're going to get your ass whooped every day. That's just who you are. It's going to be like that every day. For 1,000 years, you're going to get your ass whooped every day for 1,000 years. Because that's how you were made. You know that you're a piece of shit right now. And that ain't going nowhere. So in the kingdom, you can be fucking up, doing the wrong thing, getting your ass whooped, getting the shit slapped out of you, bring you back to life, and slap the shit out of you again. And that's just your lot. You're just a loser. Plain and simple. A lot of them out there. But see, this is your day. Go have your fun while you can. There ain't much left of your devil's playground, all right, where you can be worshipped for doing all manner of wickedness and being a downright despicable piece of shit. You got 2 seconds left. You better go to the club, have some drinks, be a despicable piece of shit. That's all you got. Check that camera. All right. Call halal Yahweh Shimmy Hot Shot by Shimmy Kokadai. All right? And we could go right down the list. And they repenting and groaning for anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he? whom we had sometime in derision and a proverb of reproach, we fools counted his life madness and his end to be without honor. This is how you're thinking right now. Right? This is the guy that I talked about that said blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. Well, look at him now. Why is he being rewarded and I'm down here catching hell? How is he numbered among the children of God and his lot is among the saints? Therefore have we erred from the way of truth. Yeah, you did. And the light of righteousness hath not shined unto us, and the sun of righteousness rose not upon us. Nope. Never had a chance. We wearied ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts where there lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it. You had nothing to do with this, and you're acting like it. You're transforming yourself into an angel of light when you're only just a piece of shit, as though that wasn't coming out. That's not going to be revealed, especially in these last days. Go join the other pieces of shit and have as much fun as you can. All right? Let favor be shown unto the wicked. Right? Well, you got 2 seconds left. What hath pride profited us? Or what good hath riches with our vaunting brought us? All those things are passed away like a shadow, and as a post that hasted by. And as a ship that passeth over the waves of the water, which when it is gone by, the trace thereof cannot be found, neither the pathway of the keel in the waves. Salaki. Bear with me for a minute. Salakia. All right, so, hey, we're in that time, man. We are in that time. I could go all the way down this. But, all right, that pain and that anguish is about to come over you. Second Ezra 9:1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we see the signs are very clear right now. What are they? Let's look. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, well, we clearly see that. We clearly see earthquakes. Dabu 7 posted about, what, yesterday was it? All sorts of earthquakes everywhere. I think one in Japan, which, you know, Japan is under attack right now. And then a bunch in stateside right here, about 4 or 5 different ones. Okay? Well, and then uproars of the people. That's an easy one. Right? All over the world there's uproars. That's easy. Right here in Babylon the Great, the coup de grace, if you will, or the coup de grace, right? The Most High is saving the best for last. What is going to happen in the great melting pot when all hell breaks loose? Every man is going to go back to their people and fight one land against another. Not land, but one nation against the other nation. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. All right? We're watching the end. All right? Back to the end. Book of Isaiah 19. The burden of Egypt. Egypt referring to America right here. The burden of Egypt. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. All right? Here we are in Egypt. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. All right? And here we are. All right? I was leaving today, and they were talking about, some idiot from Canada is talking about the Civil War. The next Civil War, let me get it. The next Civil War in America, this dude is from Canada, commenting on the Civil War that's going on here. Like, okay, nigga. Whatever you say. Let me find it real quick. Bear with me for a minute.
Yes, first, thank you for having me.
Salakia. What did he say?
Let's start by me putting to you a quote that is in your book. This is from retired U.S. Army Colonel Peter Mansour, who said, "It would not be like the first Civil War, with armies maneuvering on the battlefield," he says. "I think it would very much be a free-for-all, neighbor on neighbor, based on beliefs and skin colors and religion, and it would be horrific."
Woo! That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted to get right there. All right? Now I'm going to read it again, if I can. It says, the next civil war. This is some Canadian, a Canuck, right? Who's giving his opinion on what is going to happen here in the great melting pot, all right? And they got their own shit to worry about. He said, neighbor versus neighbor. It would not be like the first Civil War with armies maneuvering on the battlefield, he said. He says, I think it would very much be a free-for-all. Sloppy. I think it would very much be a free-for-all, neighbor on neighbor, based on beliefs and skin colors and religion, and it would be horrific. Well, this guy might be a prophet. Let's read that again. Because it's as if he read Isaiah 19. He hit it right on the head. Okay? Isaiah 19 and what? 3? Isaiah 19 and 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. The Egyptians are Americans. All right? Babylonians. And they shall fight everyone against his brother. That's talking about Jacob and Esau fighting against each other. They are brothers, twins. And everyone against his neighbor, right? That's actually Jake against Jake. Who's your neighbor, Jake? Israelites. Okay? And then whoever lives next door to you. Everybody's going to be fighting everybody. That's skin color against skin color. Well, you're black. Well, both of you are brown, but you're considered to be black. You're considered to be brown. All right? Ephraim is a cake not turned. 2/3 are going to fight each other too. They ain't going to come together. I mean, they will to a degree, but are they going to fight each other? You damn right they are. All right? City against city and kingdom against kingdom. All right? Well, that dude sound like he know what the hell he's talking about. That's stateside. Here it is. You got Vladimir Putin out there surrounding niggas. Oh, you got me surrounded? Watch this. I got troops, nigga. And then you got Moab. What the hell do you think Moab is about to do? Right? Then you got the Carmanians. Hey, go look at the size of Persia. Go look at the size of Persia. It's not small compared to the Amalekites over there. And they're all Edomites. The Persians, most of them. All right? If I'm not mistaken, are they Elam? A lot of them Persians are Edomites, yeah? A lot of the Afghanis are Edomites. All right? Well, we know Vladimir is a damn Edomite. Okay? And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. Okay? So we know what is about to go on here? The second Civil War? Yeah. You could call it that. Race wars? Yeah. You could lump it all together like that dude did. All right. Is it going to happen? Yes. It says so in the scriptures. That's coming with the famine, with the great destruction. All right. Jeremiah 30:7. I know you hate to hear it. Oh, there ain't no Jacob's trouble, right? Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Really, all you got to do is stop right there and consider the magnitude of that. You don't just blow over that and not consider those words. All right? We'll stop there. We'll go to Matthew, and we'll read the same thing. Matthew 24:21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time, no, nor ever shall be. Stop right there. Because it just said exactly the same thing. And then you go to Daniel. Daniel 12:1. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time. Okay? Let's just stop right there and examine that. You got to examine that. You got niggas saying that, oh, well, Jacob's trouble ain't going to happen. But I just read 3 different scriptures that say exactly the same thing, so they're all wrong. Or is the nigga that said it wrong for even saying that? Ain't no microchips. Ain't no Jacob's trouble. Somehow the word is wrong. Not you. Where are you, nigga? Why aren't you standing on what you said? Oh, I didn't. What was? If you listen, dummy. What did he say? Something stupid. If you listen close, dummy. There you go, backpedaling. Boy, waxing worse and worse. Lovers of themselves. How do you fall into that? How do you fall into anything? How do you fall into the hands of Allah Shadja? How do you do that? Well, man's goings are of the Lord, right? And every man must stand in his lot. And that's understood. It's spiritual. It is. But don't you fight tooth and nail not to be that nigga? Don't you fight that? How does it go down like that, right? All you got to do is put on the garment, look like a clown, get out there and do what the hell you're supposed to do. And then you inherit the kingdom? That doesn't sound too, it sounds doable. This is Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Wow. What are the instructions? Get your ass out there. All right? stand in great boldness, make your body a living sacrifice, week in and week out, okay? In season and out. All right? Stand stiffly for the name hell is beautiful out here. I was just telling the walrus. I'm like, look, we're in the middle of the dark winter, and not that they can't, direct the jet stream down here and freeze a nigga out and shut the power grid down. They can do all of that. All right? But the Most High got us. He got us. He already told us. Just to have that understanding, right? With what is coming on the earth, these bad times, these evils, right? How could you not seek the one place of refuge? And yeah, okay, man's going to serve the Lord. And I mean, it just keeps coming back around. And it is what it is. But we still got to get out here and say it. This is Ezekiel 7:2. Also, thou son of man, thus saith the Lord power unto the land of Israel, an end. The end is come upon the four corners of the land. Now is the end come upon thee, and I will send mine anger upon thee, and I will judge thee according to thy ways, and will recompense thee all thine abominations. Did you hear the word judge? Let's read it again. And I will judge thee according... Hey, we're at the end, the time of judgment. And we see it clearly. We're warning them. We're warning you. If you're not warning the people, if you're taping a lays to your hand and mocking, and that was years ago. But guess what? That hasn't gone anywhere. It's June. I still believe this, all right? Speaking as a man. I believe that by June, they're going to have these stations set up, and we're going to be in the hour of temptation. We're at the end. Ezekiel 7:4, and mine eye shall not spare thee, neither will I have pity, but I will recompense thy ways upon thee, and thine abomination shall be in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Thus saith the Lord power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. That word evil means bad times. This place is about to be on fucking fire. And you're going to be in it with no escape. All right? You didn't plan an escape. You grew tired, right? Took your hand off the plow, went back into the world, and there was nothing there. There's nothing there. A little carnal joy for a half a second that you feel, you know what you're doing. How does any of that feel good? You know what feels good? Being a man or a woman of integrity. That's what feels good. Not knowing that one day you're going to have to pay the piper. Right? Inside joke. It don't feel good. It feels good for a moment, but you're so carnal. Those few seconds. Then after that, then you got to deal with what you've gotten yourself into. Stupid. But, you know, it is what it is, especially at this point, right? We're looking at the end. I'm looking up for a chariot right now because we're in that time, all right? I'll see a chariot, even if I don't see a chariot until I'm getting beamed up. Lord, will we be those men? I'm fine with it. I don't need a sign. The sign is the longevity. The sign is endure until the end. That's the sign. Hey, be lucky if there's a year left. Wait till, the Most High is about to turn the fuck up. What is this? The 22nd? 1/22/22? Is that what this is? Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to fucking destroy this place with you in it. And we're smiling. We love that. All right? And end is come, the end is come. It watcheth for thee, behold, it is come. The morning is come unto thee, O thou that dwellest in the land. The time is come, the day of trouble is near, and not the sounding again of the mountains. Now will I shortly pour out my fury upon thee, and accomplish mine anger upon thee, and will judge thee according to thy ways. We are in the time of judgment, and you're going to get yours. And I will recompense thee for all thine abominations, and my eye shall not spare, neither will I have pity. I will recompense thee according to thy ways and thine abominations that are in the midst of thee, and ye shall know that I am the Lord that smiteth, that killed you. You're going to know what you did to get yourself killed. You'll have plenty of time to think. It can be in an instant, but it can seem like years. How stupid. How could you ever put yourself in that position? Well, because you were a dumbass from the start. You're still a dumbass. And when your ass is being put to death for being a dumbass, you're going to know. Shall I read Proverbs 1:7 again? Really, it's all very simple. Unless you're a dumbass without a chance. And yeah, we're mocking. Isaiah 28. Isaiah 28:11. For with stammering lips and another tongue will he speak to this people. That's right. We're mocking you. The Most High will mock. The Most High is going to mock when your fear cometh. How? We're going to be laughing in your damn face. We're going to be over here being protected. We're going to laugh at you. You're going to come up begging. Please. You're going to try hard not to, but the Most High is going to have you on your damn knees after everybody else done had you on your damn knees. Motherfuckers are walking up and down the street right now with a goddamn baby buggy, bugged the fuck out screaming. When you could have been out here pushing this word, screaming. This is a bitch. You could have had a man. You could have had a man of the Lord out here raising up his voice like a trumpet, and you'll be protected in that day. Not out here with a baby buggy. Hey, when all hell breaks loose, see, we're mocking right now. We're mocking right now. That's going to be Eve. That's going to be all you bitches right there. And you ain't, you're going to be quiet in that. See, them demons are going to have you give up your position. You're going to be in hiding. You won't be able to walk up and down the street. So you're going to get grabbed up. All right? The marauders are going to come and get you and put your ass to work. You better keep them demons quiet. Shh, keep them demons quiet. Like this motherfucking idiot who told me he looked up and saw somebody and there were people in there. He's going on in this story. I'm like, okay, all right, well, take it easy, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here. I am not trying to deal with a goddamn demon today. All right? No lying piece of shit. No motherfucking bugged out demon. No motherfucking cart pushing homeless piece of trash, piece of shit. Because you're all going to be like that. If you don't have your how about shimmy how shot, you're going to be out there. This is just indicative of what's coming. I see it. And it scares me. Whenever I see this dude walking up and down the street, nowhere to go, looking for his next hit, right? I'm like that. Whew. Call halal ya how about shimmy how shot about shimmy kokodash. That is not me. I'll get out here and do what is right every day. Not to have to, that dude been doing that walk for 10 years, 10 straight years. He can make that moment seem like 10 years. Okay? That's what we're looking at. Slow. Niggas right now are trying to watch a football game, right? That bread and circuses is going to be the death of. Nigga, don't you know that there's a famine? All right? Everybody, you know what they're pushing real hard on mainstream media and everywhere else? They're pushing the famine. They got a nigga with a camera walking behind somebody at Walmart and the shelves are empty. They're pushing it. What does that mean? That means they're manufacturing the famine. Right? Well, there's no truck drivers because we made it impossible for you to fucking drive a truck. Well, the truck has to be new. It can't be this old. And unless you can prove that you've taken 25 ridiculous poison pills, you can't move the food that we won't even let on the dock to the counter, to the shelf. So now we're going to make a video about there's no food on the shelf and reinforce the fact that, motherfucker, we finna starve your punk ass out. There's famine. Pestilence. Well, we went in and we created some shit. Like Dr. Frankenstein. Then we released it. Pestilence. Now you gotta take this thing. You gotta be able to prove to me, and ain't no paper anybody can forge and counterfeit. We're not doing that. We gotta do you one better. Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Behold, I come quickly, hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown. Nigga, we trying to get this crown. We're trying to get this crown, okay? And all that comes with that crown, all right? You know how you go to school, you go to law school, you go to medical school so you can get a good job, right? So you can have a great life. The great life starts after World War III. The great life starts when we come down out of them chariots. The great life, okay, for me it's been almost 15 years of study. What do? You study to show yourself approved. You do the work. Okay, what do they call it? This is on-the-job training. Something like that. Everlasting life. How could you not fight for that? In the kingdom, as a king, as an Israelite, right? Living in rest. This is not live. This is all bullshit. You can't see that? You're fighting for this. You left the truth to go back to something that is over? Oh, I want a record deal at the last minute. Right before this place is destroyed. It's Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. And the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell. And in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000. And the remnant were affrighted, and gave glory to the Most High of heaven. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So, hey, here we are, measuring the time diligently in itself, seeing the signs pass that we were told of before. World War III. We're about to get beamed up out of here if we be those men. We're trying to get the hell up out of here, right? And our families. We're doing what is right. We're preparing for what is coming upon them. What manner of persons ought you to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai before this place gets melted. And the same thing, the Spirit brings out what comes out of our mouth. If it's the same thing every week, that's what time we're in. What time are we in? We're in the time of Jacob's trouble. We're in the time of Isaiah 4 and 1. We're not in that time. We're in that time, bitch. You've been in that time. But guess what? There's a difference between wickedness and righteousness. Eve, your day is over. Now shall you be trodden down like the mire of the street, like the piece of shit that you are. Okay? It's going to go down bad. But what we're looking forward to, all right, is rest in the kingdom forever. Ooh. Ooh. So you and the serpent are going down. All right? You Eves, you devils, and your lieutenant, you're done. You're so done. right? What do we got to do? Matthew 24:12, because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, but he that shall endure until the end, the same shall be saved. All right? We're just waiting for the elect to be sealed. And then the end, right? The angels are going to let go of the chaos, and nigga, you're done. You're straight up done. Yeah, I'll be out here again tomorrow saying the same thing. Trust and believe. If it be the Lord's will, all right, Adawan Ratazah. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion, right? I read this at the end, in the camp. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. We are in the time of great judgment. And the Most High is starting to judge. Right? With every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. And the closer. Philippians 2 and 12, wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. That's the point. For it is the Most High which worketh in you both to will and to do of his good pleasure. Do all things without murmurings and disputings, that ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of the Most High, without rebuke, in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. Holding forth the word of life, that I may rejoice in the day of Hamashiach, that I have not run in vain, neither labored in vain. Yea, and if I be offered upon the sacrifice of service of your faith, I joy and rejoice with you all. Hey, it is what it is. We're out here. For the same cause also do ye joy and rejoice with me. All right? So, here we are. Okay? Standing in balance, right? You got the good. You got the pieces of shit, right? Repent. Okay? Some of you can't. It's not for you to repent. All right? Just get ready for that horrible judgment and death. Then you'll come back and you'll do the same thing again for 1,000 years. You'll be the same piece of shit that you were, unless you're an Israelite, and you're going to be shamefaced in the kingdom because you're a piece of shit now, right? Trying to kill the prophets and, right? Being a damn scoffer. But we're in some beautiful times right now, all right? Not beautiful for you, but beautiful for us because we get to see you fucking gnash your teeth and wail, all right? We get to laugh on behalf of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. We get to mock when your fear cometh, okay? And we get to prosper while you're catching hell. When I say we, I mean us and our families, right? The ones that stood so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah. It's the whole family too. Yeah, we pray that the Most High have mercy on our whole family. Right? And we'll see how it goes. All right? So with that, we're going to say, Call halal Yahweh, Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem Kadash. All right? Double honors to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders that came before them that taught us His truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David, all right? And with that, we're going to say shalom.